Welcome, everybody, to episode 3 of Andy Asks. Today's special guest is one of my good friends, someone I would consider a brother, is Michael.
That's me.
No last name, because we can't give last names.
Yeah.
But there's a reason why we don't give last names here. So just Michael, Mikey, Mr. M, Mr. Michael.
Sure. Yeah.
All of the above.
I love him.
Andy lover.
Oh, yes. He loves me.
You get it. So anyways, I thought it would be a good reason to bring my friend on here because he's had a really interesting life, something I feel like a lot of people would relate to, and also a lot of people will be like inspired by.
I hope so.
I feel like a lot of people in your position, honestly, probably wouldn't have done half the things you've done so far.
Oof.
Because, all right, so we're just going to go right into it.
Let's
right
dive
from the
right
beginning.
in. Let's just go.
You had your first kid in high school,
I did. That's true.
right? So you just told me that you officially found out your girlfriend at the time was pregnant when you were 16.
16 years old.
16 years
I was
old.
a sophomore.
A sophomore. Oh,
Yeah,
shit. Okay,
a sophomore.
okay. And then she officially was born when you were 17.
In December 4th.
December 4th. Okay,
2012, baby.
cool. Damn. Okay, so she's 11 years old.
She just turned 11.
Happy
yeah.
birthday to you.
That's
I
my
won't say your
baby.
name, but happy birthday to you. Dude, so yeah, and which is fucking wild because now, so I don't know, were your twin boys born before you left to the Army?
So when I enlisted, she was pregnant at the time.
Ah, okay.
So when they were born, I actually asked if I can scoot my day up a little bit so I can be with the twins more. So I left when the twins were 6 months.
Oh, shit. Okay,
yeah,
okay.
and when I came back and finally was able to see them, they're already over a year. And that kind of sucks, but
So you were gone for over a year?
yeah.
Damn, okay. So that's what I was going into. So he had a kid in high school, and then he also went into the Army, and right before leaving to the Army, he had twins.
Yes.
So you guys just straight up just didn't have a TV or anything. You guys just got straight into it, huh?
You know?
That's fucking, dude, that's wild. So how old were you with your twins?
I want to say I was 20, and then I think I had just turned 21 because they were born in August. And my birthday's in September. So I want to say I was 21 with 3 kids.
Damn, okay. So 21 and 3 kids. And how long do you feel like you took to like be comfortable with your life? Because I feel like from the little that I know you, I feel like at first we were just like, what are we going to do with life? And for you had to like start life.
Oh, yeah,
I did. At 17 years old, you're like, holy shit, I'm a dad. I need to start my life. So how long do you feel like it took you to be like, all right, now I can provide for my kids and I'm where I want to be?
Honestly, I still feel like I'm not comfortable. I mean, it was a struggle, and sometimes I still feel it's a struggle. Like, I have a good job, I make good money, but I still feel like it's hard. They get older.
Yeah.
You want to spoil them. You want to take them on trips. You want to do all this stuff. So it's tough.
Yeah, dude, that's super interesting because I feel like that's just all of us. I mean, but that's what I mean. You compared to a lot of my other friends had to grow up like right away.
ASAP. Shout out ASAP Rocky.
ASAP Rocky. And so, okay, so let me go back to, we're just going to start with it right from the beginning. It's so funny story. He went into the National Guard. He went to the Army National Guard.
Yep.
Why, Michael? Why did you go to the Army National Guard?
Because me and Andy worked at the news station at the time, and we talked. He told me about it because I wanted to enlist in the Marines, and he's like, "No, go National Guard." I was like, "What's that?" He shows me, so I do it.
I'm like, you don't have to be gone all the time.
I was like, "Cool," and I was like, "Would you join with me?" And he was like, "Yeah, let's do
Let's
it."
do it, bro.
Cool. There I go enlist. Andy, I did it. Your turn. He's not gonna do it.
Shit. Yeah, dude. I remember researching like, oh, bro, this is cool. Like, you still like get military training. You're still gonna be an army. You're still gonna be like, you go to your trainings monthly.
Yeah.
But I'm like, but you still gotta have a regular job and you still gotta be home and still get. I was like, this is perfect. And
Fun fact though, I was like active duty National Guard. That's a thing.
Oh, okay, yeah,
And
yeah.
sometimes you get paid more.
Yeah.
So I kind of like finessed life a little bit.
Yeah.
I had people help me, so I was making money and I was still home.
Which is fucking yeah. So technically you were home and you were deployed. Is that something?
No,
Or
my unit when I first joined, my unit had just came back from Africa. When I was leaving, they were deploying to the Middle East.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah. So.
Oh, but you were full time here in town.
Well, for like the first 4 years, I was full time
Damn,
active guard.
okay.
They say it.
Okay.
Yeah.
got it,
Then the last 2 years, I just finished regular National Guard.
Okay, so if you didn't know, during that time, National Guard, they got placed at the border.
Yes.
Right, full
Yes.
time. So you were just patrolling the border while being Army.
Sure.
Yeah, sure.
Let's say that.
And all your guys watching in your unit, they're like, we didn't do any of that. Anyways, we
They're
won't.
looking at me like he didn't do crap.
Okay, so which is funny. So yeah, and then while you were in the Army, National Guard, I was like, bro, I think I'm gonna be a U.S. Customs. I think I want to do like Border Patrol, U.S. Customs. And you're like, that sounds cool. I want to do that. We should do that together. And I'm like, yes, bro, that'd be sick. We're gonna go to the academy together. Then we're gonna be officers together.
And look
And
at
Michael,
us
what
now.
happened?
Well, Andy left for the academy. Okay. Well, Andy, he pretty much ran my whole life. I went to the academy, and now I'm a CBPO. How do we say it? Customs and Border
Yeah.
Protection Officer.
So now you protect the border without me.
Yep, I'm still waiting for you to join the Army. And then,
So first I have to go National Guard,
Yep.
and then I have to go to the Customs.
yeah, I'm waiting.
So that's two things that I said I was gonna do with him. I didn't do, but look at you now.
Yeah.
Dude,
you
that's-
planned my life.
I planned your life. You're
Amazing.
living what I was supposed to be doing.
It's cool. Come on, just try it out.
Yeah, dude. I mean, dude, it's just so funny. I mean, that's just the way life works.
Yeah. Yeah. You
I was
guys
going
just-
through some stuff. You were going through some stuff, and you got to where you're at now.
You
But
just-
dude, I thought that was just hilarious. Like,
Yeah.
and we talk about this shit all the time because I just think it's so funny how I was supposed to go with you, and I didn't do any of that, and now you're here living the good life,
Yeah.
and I'm struggling. No,
But it's a thanks to you. It really is. It's thanks to you because
not well.
I wouldn't have done it if I didn't know what it was. Nor that I thought you were gonna go with me.
Well, you're welcome, but no, you did all the work. You served our country, and now you're serving a country by protecting our borders. So thank you. You did all the hard work.
Now everybody, you can sleep with your doors unlocked back at home.
Yes, just sleep with doors unlocked. Tell us where your guns are at, and we'll help you.
Yes, I promise.
Dude, that's fucking
Oh,
hilarious.
I love this place.
I'm really glad you're doing good, and it's just so fucking funny, dude.
It's wild.
It's just wild. But thank you for doing all that. And now I just get to live through you. I'm like, hey, what'd you do today? And you're like,
You
oh,
really
well,
do, yeah.
Well, now I did this in the Army, and then like, oh, well, we just did this in the Customs. So
Like when I was doing it in the military when we had field. Yeah, I was thinking about you. I was like, I'm out here in the field while you're probably at home. It was cold out there. I had no shower. I'm not complaining. But
you were just out there like, fucking
Yeah.
Andy, like just in the middle. Like,
then I go to Georgia, and there I am training. It's a swamp out there, and I did it for you.
dude.
So you wouldn't have to.
And then unfortunately, you got into Customs right in the middle of COVID.
Yes.
So I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
that was a lot different than.
It was. It really was.
Dude,
Uh-huh.
that's so fucking funny, dude. But like I said, that I feel like that's one of the biggest reasons I wanted to bring you on this podcast because of that funny story, and because, like I said, I feel like a lot of people in your position wouldn't have been able to do what you've done so far.
Yeah, it's tough. It's
yeah,
tough. There
it's
was
tough.
tough times. Yeah.
No, I'm more than positive there were because you had 3 kids. You had to leave knowing 3 kids are back home.
Yep.
But you were doing it for them.
Exactly.
So that's just
100.
100.
100.
But okay, so I'm gonna kind of backtrack a little. But you actually had dreams of making music,
Yes, and I tried to.
and you did go to that
Yeah, I
school,
went to the Conservatory of Recording Arts and Sciences in Phoenix,
which is crass.
which is crass, aka.
If you know crass, you know it's a
Yeah.
big school out here in
Yeah.
Phoenix. Which, yeah, so you try to make music, and I know you met a lot of cool artists and a lot of cool friends.
Did a lot of fun stuff with music. So,
but unfortunately, you couldn't pursue that, right? Because you're like, I have responsibilities.
Yeah, because living out in LA was gonna be too expensive, and I had my child to support.
And you had to move out to LA to do that music. Okay.
Yep. You have to do a intern. Is that how you say internship?
Yeah, an internship. Yeah.
Yeah, for like 3 months. So it was tough.
Oh, okay. And the internships, you don't get paid.
You don't
for
get paid.
anything. Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like you said, you had your daughter at the time.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Damn, bro, that's fucking
adorable
wild.
little thing.
I was gonna say at the time, like not
At the
anymore.
time, yeah.
She's so cute. I'm just kidding.
Still adorable.
Which is that, dude. That's fucking sick. So, and now, like I said, you protect our borders, and
Yes.
you have been pretty busy,
Yes.
and not just you, but everybody
Yeah.
on this in the south border.
That is true. It's busy.
It's busy.
It's busy. I'll tell you.
And I don't want to get into politics. We're not going to get into the politics or anything about what's happening. I'm just saying, like, you're just getting busy with what's happening down there and people coming through and the things you see. So is there any sad stories that you've been seeing that you could talk about?
Well, yeah, like everyone knows about child trafficking, right?
Yeah.
That's a thing that happens all the time. Sometimes, and it's really hard to find it, you know? That's why we do our job as good as we can, as well as we can, because of that. Because that's a thing that happens.
Yeah.
So I'm sure you guys saw that movie, right? The Sounds of Freedom.
Oh, Sounds of Freedom. Yeah.
That happens every day, every single day. So, I mean, but if I backtrack a little bit, actually what was really sad was when I was working with Border Patrol, I would see children who were rape victims.
Got it.
And I would stare at them. You could just see how sad and, you know, like lifeless they are.
Yeah.
So that pissed me off when I was working with them.
Oh, dude, I fucking bet. And I'm pretty sure they were young, and then you looked at them like with the eyes of a father.
Yeah, a father, yes. Like
Yeah.
if that was my kid, I want to kill that person.
Yeah,
But,
yeah.
you know, there's rules.
Dude, that's fucking sad. And you know what's crazy to me? Because I know you're young. I mean, we're the same age, and I can't imagine like
23, baby.
yeah, 23, and I can't imagine like kids younger than you being already out there seeing all
Yes.
those things.
Mm-hmm.
So how do you feel like you handle seeing so many bad situations, so many bad things? Like, how do you handle it?
At first, at a professional level, it's like you have to hold in your feelings. You kind of just have to still get the job done. You still have to, how do you say it? Like, you can't go get out of hand when that stuff happens. You just have to work at what's going on. And as professional, there you go, as professional as you can, because remember, nowadays people are always watching. You have cameras on you.
Yeah.
So you just have to be careful what you're doing. But sometimes they don't know what you're dealing with or who you're dealing with.
Yeah.
People don't know. So that's why it's just always acting professional as you can. Just do your job, get it done, and hopefully eventually things would get fixed.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, because you're right? You can't, as much as you want to do something to this person, you can't.
There's, laws and rules.
Yeah,
and,
And you're representing the United States now. It's not just you. You're literally representing a whole country, which is fucking wild. So wait, so what do you try to do, like, for yourself to, like, try to get away from it all? Because I'm pretty sure, I mean, like I said, you have the stress of being a father, but then you go to work, and then you have more stress of seeing what you do see at work.
So actually, my kids are really good. My kids are good. So when I'm with them, it's not really stress. It's not really stressful. That's kind of like my getaway.
Okay.
Or music. Still listening to music. That's another getaway. Or get away from this place.
You just go and travel, right?
Yeah.
I know you like going out. I mean, you just fucking went to Disneyland not too long ago, which is fucking cool.
That was fun.
Yeah, that was fun.
So, but that's my escape, and I'm glad, like, my kids are good. Trust me, blessed. My kids are amazing.
Dude, they're so fucking cute.
Oh,
And like I said, they're fucking big now.
Yeah,
they are. I remember going to the hospital visiting you
with the
day
twins.
you had the twins. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They're 6 now.
They're
They're 6 years old.
That's so crazy.
talking and everything. It's just like, dang, that's me.
They don't know you a little bit?
Huh?
They don't know you a little bit?
Yeah, a little bit.
Can you rank your favorite kid from...
Oh man, they're gonna
Hey, well...
they're gonna get mad.
They won't see that. I'm gonna put the adult rating so they can't say until
Rated
they're-
R.
Rated R. So they have to be 18 to sign in, and so they won't know for another
Yeah.
7 years for your daughter.
Who knows? Hopefully this never gets shown again.
That's fucking funny. And then, all right. So, do you feel like the Army really helped you with your emotions, or helped you doing what you do now?
100%.
Okay.
100%. That's why I'm so glad I joined the military.
Okay.
Because when I left, I was super sad. I've never felt that like loneliness, that emptiness, because I didn't have my kids. And I knew as when I go back, my boys were going to be one. And at that time, well, when you go to basic training, you have to write letters. So I was getting letters of what my kids were doing that I missed. So
Damn,
that
okay.
sucked. And no phone calls. So it was sucked. And I had to wait like a week to send a letter. And I'm sending letters every day. So I'm getting letters back. And I'm just like, what the, like,
Yeah.
it was crazy. It was weird.
And how long is basic for the Army?
Like 10 weeks,
10
if I'm not
weeks?
mistaken. I want to
Okay.
say it's like 10 weeks, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
I could be wrong. It's been a
You're
while.
like, yeah, you're like, I don't want to
Yeah.
think about it anymore.
And then I would get pictures of them, and they just look older and older. And I was like,
Oh, wow.
yeah, that's when I realized, like, dang, like, okay, I am doing this for them.
Yeah.
Pass. Because if I didn't pass, I would have to stay there longer. So that's what I did, focused on passing just to get back home.
So you legit did lose the first year.
Yeah.
So how old were they when you left to the Army?
6 months.
6 months.
Yeah.
Okay.
My
So
boys
you-
were 6 months.
So 10 weeks.
So I
and
when
you
I
still
get
went to
back-
school and
yeah.
then damn.
I get back, and they're big. They're walking and doing all this stuff.
Like
and
almost talking.
yeah, like
right?
it's just, it was like, wow, it sucks.
Yeah.
Because you're like, I can't believe I missed that. Missed everything.
So far, do you feel like your sacrifices have been worth it?
I want to say yes, because I can fully financially support them.
Got
Because
it.
back then I was working, 2 jobs
Yeah.
that didn't pay me nothing. I was going to school, changing my major like everyone does.
Yeah, of course.
And I was like, I can't do this for the rest of my life. So I had to make a sacrifice. And to me, I think it panned out pretty well.
So this podcast is actually brought to you by Army. Go Army. Call 1-800-JOINARMY.com. Make sure you go to their website.
Trust me, it's what I tell everybody. The Army or the military is always hiring.
Yeah.
They do want you.
Imagine they did fucking sponsor this podcast.
Oh, please.
Hey, just sign up. Use my promo code Andy Asks. You get a 25% incentive. Oh, crazy.
And also, I love Selena Gomez, just in case you guys want to see the hoodie.
Yeah. It's actually military green too.
It
so.
is military green. And look at my shorts, too.
Selena Gomez loves the military boys. Oh,
She
crazy.
does. She told me.
She's totally not dating Benny Blanco.
No, they're
Anyway.
just being silly.
That's so fucking fun, dude. Yeah, and then it's pretty crazy because, like I said, I've known you for either since middle school, or I feel like we just rode the same bus in middle school.
Yeah.
'Cause
I remember seeing you in middle school on
we
the
used
bus.
to get it like in that little park.
Yeah.
because you're a grade under me.
Yeah.
We're the same age, but you're a grade
Yeah.
under me.
Which is weird, right?
And then
And Marley.
you're older than Marley, so he's older than my wife, but she's a grade older than him,
I don't get it.
which is funny because it's just like, wait, what? Like,
Yeah.
I vote, especially when you're little or we're in high school, you're like, well, I'm older than you because I'm a grade older than you.
Yeah, it's not because I didn't know English when I was growing up.
Oh,
No, I'm just kidding.
you're in illegal, huh?
Yeah, I was working on my papers.
You were still trying to get married, huh?
Yeah, you know.
Oh shit,
I
man.
was like, help me.
So if your tios and tias are not let through, this fucking guy right here.
He has it. No.
Hey, technically, it's this guy's fault because he told me about it.
Yeah.
That's fucking funny. So, do you feel like you've been just busier now with everything going on?
Yes.
So you've seen the transition of like 4 years ago to now. 3 years?
Oh,
3
4
years?
years. 3. What happened 3 years ago?
3 years? No, I'm just saying. I don't
Oh.
know. I don't know what happened.
No,
Just-
wait. We're in 23.
Yeah.
3 years ago. So I got out of the military. Well, working active I think in 2020. Was it 2020?
Yeah.
Makes sense, right?
Yeah.
And then, yeah, it was 2020. And then that's when I was starting CBP. I had to do pre-academy, but because of COVID, I was there for like 8 months.
I remember that.
So, oh my God, I was just waiting to leave. And it was a pain in the butt.
Oh, I fucking bet.
And then, so, I mean, that was a chill time. It wasn't bad. And then when I left to the academy, honestly, I had a really good time at the academy. It was so much fun.
Dude, I know you would sometimes message me and like, yeah, well, class got canceled today, so we're all like,
Yes, yeah.
we're all like hooking up, we're all partying, and we're all.
We didn't do that.
Yeah, I was like, oh, we're just out here like at the park, like drinking all together. I'm like, dude, it doesn't even. It sounds like you're going to college.
It honestly was like I thought it was gonna be hard, and to me, I thought it was super easy. I studied like the first 3 tests, and I was getting like high 90s, and I was like, man, I don't want to study anymore. I want to go have fun. So I stopped studying, and I would study usually the night before and pass my test.
But that just doesn't happen to everybody. All right.
Yeah, don't do that.
Customs isn't that easy.
It's not. I have photogenic memory.
I mean, he tried his best.
I did. I tried my best.
But they don't just hire everybody, you know. They
No.
hire smart people. They make you take tests.
Yeah, pass that polygraph.
Pass the polygraph.
That's hard.
So this is also sponsored by U.S. Customs. Make sure you
Okay. Call 1-800.
call 1-800 U.S. Customs. Oh, you know what? I actually had a question now that I really think about it.
Oh, good.
So it's funny. I always make fun of you because you're short, but you're not short. You're like my height.
Doctor says I'm 5'7".
5'7".
I think.
Wait, you're really 6 feet.
Exactly.
So do they teach you how to take down guys bigger than you in the
In the
in
academy?
your job? Yeah.
So yes, like we have a thing. We have a classes where we learn how to like fight and stuff. I guess you can say.
Got it.
But I took extra training before
Because you wanted to.
Because I wanted to, and but yeah, I mean they teach you how to take people down. But it's not even about that. It's not mostly about going hands on. Sometimes it's kind of like you fight your own battle. Like if I see a really big guy and he's buff, am I gonna go hands on with him, or I'm just gonna pepper spray him? You're
like, hey, here you go.
Take that, get down.
That's funny. Okay.
Yeah, but I mean, they teach us moves which are kind of like those universal, generic moves, I guess. And then they tell you, hey, work out, go train. But you know what I'm saying?
Don't get out of shape.
There's some people that just don't do that. So,
Yeah. What do you feel like is your favorite part of your job?
honestly, sometimes I like helping people, I guess. Like, when you do something good and you're like, I did that,
Got it.
But yeah, but going back to when I say like when there's bad stuff, like catching people doing bad stuff, or they're bringing stuff, or they're doing just something bad and you stop them, it's like, dang, I did that. Like that's rewarding.
Yeah.
It's very rewarding. Like you feel good about it.
Do you feel like, I mean, I know you get your praise amongst your peers, but do you feel like, do you ever feel like I don't get your praise? Like you never get the official praise. Like this guy took down like this many people, or this guy stopped this many drugs.
I'm gonna say no, because it's not like that. At the end of the day, it's like you shouldn't, like, it's just kind of like, hey, good job, At the end of the day, it's like you shouldn't praise someone for that, because technically that's why we signed up for the job, to do that.
Yeah.
To help the community, I guess.
So you're like a hero.
And
You're a hero.
no, I wouldn't say that.
Round of applause, everybody. Okay.
No.
You are too humble. Hey,
No, no,
stop
no,
it.
no, no,
Stop
no.
it. Keep going.
No,
Stop it.
no pictures. No pictures.
No pictures. Which, and I know we kind of had this conversation, like how much you can actually talk about your job, because of course there are a lot of things you can't talk about.
Yes, exactly.
And there are things you can't talk about.
Yeah, sure.
So what's something you can't talk about? Just
Okay.
You're like, I can't talk about it.
I really can't talk about just
You're
go in
like,
detail.
Can you talk? I know.
Like,
I
don't
can't talk
destroy-
about this, but I can talk about. That's fucking funny. Do you want to take a quick break?
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. We're back.
Cheers.
We just got drunk.
Came in, Jack. Hey, what's up, guys? We're back.
I had to get you drunk to loosen you up, so you can really tell me about national
so this is
secrets.
what we do.
Hey, these are all the national secrets. Cheers, Michael.
Cheers, Andy.
Cheers to episode 3.
Cheers, guys. Watermelon. Is this watermelon? Oh, yeah, watermelon.
Strawberry. Yeah, I know.
I was like,
You're like, wait, I want strawberry. Okay. So now that we've talked about all that, do you feel like with your job, do you need a strong support from home? From what you've seen now from your job and then everything you've been going through.
I'll put it like this way. Any law enforcement, any military, actually any job, yeah, you really do. I'll be stressed out a lot. And, my kids, they're like my stress-free factor. I'll talk to my mom, I'll talk to my sister-in-law. Like I have friends that I talk to and, they are my support system, They don't know it, but they are.
Yeah.
Because I feel like sometimes I don't show too much emotion.
Got it.
I'm like, I'm a man. I got to do this.
Of course.
I
feel like that's all of us.
just cry in the shower and no one will even
That's
know.
all you need to do.
Like, I'm not crying. It's the water coming down my face.
Shout out to Viva Con Huevos, Mario, because he says men don't go to therapy. They start podcasts.
100.
Yeah, dude. And that's true. So shout out to you because that's very fucking true.
I actually have a funny story. Maybe can I say it?
Yeah, of course.
So I did try therapy. I did.
Oh, okay.
I went for like a week. And just to see what it was about. Everyone says it's going to help you. I went to a farm and I took care of a horse.
What?
Yeah. And I never went back.
That fucking horse is dead, Michael.
Well,
Wait, okay, what kind of therapy was this?
I don't know. I just went because I was like, yeah, let me try it.
Was it here in Yuma?
It was here in Yuma.
I think I know where you're talking
I actually went to like a beautiful house. It was a farm. And they had horses. And they were like, come here, pet the horse. I pet the horse. They're like, brush the horse. So I did. They're like, clean the horse hoof. How do you say it? Hoof?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I like learned how to pick it up. And I was like,
What?
And then I was like, when do we start talking?
Yeah, I'm like, I was expecting like for you to say like, yeah, like I just sat down and like they didn't know what they were doing or something, but you just went to go fucking talk to a horse.
Yeah, pretty much. And then it was interesting. It was interesting.
So you only went for a week?
Yeah,
or a
because
day?
I went for a week. I tried to give it a good, I tried and I was just like, I think I picked the wrong place.
They're like, oh, look, this Mexican kid's coming. Let's just make him clean our horse.
I was like, I speak English.
No speaking English. Oh, dude, that's fucking funny. So, I mean, the way I'm hearing it just sounds like it was more like stress management.
Maybe. I mean, it was cool. I liked the horse.
What was the horse's name?
I don't remember.
I was like, maybe you remember the horse's name.
No, but it was like a younger lady and then an older lady. And they like one would say something and then the other one would say something and I'll just be like, I don't know. I was like, I don't know. I was like, I haven't answered you yet.
You're like, they just get,
Yeah.
like, how long do horses live? What color are the horses? Like, why do they have their mane? You're like, what? Like, I don't know anything.
Yeah, they would go
They
back
were
and
just
forth.
stressing you out even
Yeah,
more.
and-
Therapy was just stressing you
And they're
out.
like, are you stressed? Pet the horse. Okay.
Like, do you know Get Him to the Greek?
Yeah. Oh,
Like,
yeah.
stroke the furry wall.
Yeah.
Just stroke it. Just stroke it. Don't stop stroking it.
Did you watch the third one?
No,
There's a third one.
there's not even a second one.
Oh, is it that the wrong one?
I think so.
Oh.
The one with Russell Brand and Jonah Hill.
Oh, you're talking about that one.
Yeah, which
There's
one are you
a,
talking
I don't know, like something Greek 1 and 2 and 3.
That's a porno, Michael.
Oh,
You're like, my bad. Oh,
wrong one.
that's fucking funny.
But watch it.
But watch it. And you can also subscribe to Michael's OnlyFans. So not only is he protecting your borders, but he's protecting your screens as
With
well.
feet.
With feet. And that's why he has to cover them up with socks.
Yeah,
and
because
sliders. Cause
these cost money, baby.
yeah, it's not free. Hey, so I feel like also throughout your military career and now law enforcement, I feel like you've made some pretty badass relationships with people who you did training with, basic training, and then
Yes.
actual the boot camp, and then the training for that. So,
Yes.
what do you want to tell them? Because I'm pretty sure they're gonna be watching this.
If they do, that's pretty cool. I don't think they will, but hey, if you guys do, what's up? But anyway,
You guys better watch this.
no, like, yeah, dude, because you meet people from everywhere.
All over the
From
world.
all
I'm
over
pretty
the
sure.
world. Yeah, and you're just like, you learn about them, about their life, and why they're there, and it's pretty cool. I have some friends that I see them in social media, and I'm like, that's cool. So I look at their stuff. I'm stalking a little creep.
Yeah, of course.
All of us are.
Yeah.
I'm like,
sure.
wow, look at him. Still looks hot.
Like cute.
Looks better over the over the years.
Like his butt's gotten nicer
Yeah.
throughout the years.
Like, he's squatting for sure.
Dude, and that's funny. And like, I I think one of the biggest regrets is not going with you because it
Yeah,
looks
tell me
like-
about it.
you're like, yeah, right.
That bus ride sucked.
You're like, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, you guys know when they come in and attack you,
They just start yelling at
they
you.
start yelling at you. And
You know what? I think I'm pretty much in the army because I watch a lot of videos on YouTube about how basic training. They're like, everyone's like, your head up. All right.
It's like, yeah, I watched that shit.
I'm pretty much in the military, bro. I watch a lot of Navy SEAL
You
videos.
do.
I watch a lot of Army videos. I'm pretty much in.
Hey, fun fact though, every time we hang out, he tells me to come over and he drives me somewhere and we end up doing things that I have no idea what we're doing.
That okay. Michael is probably my downest friend that I have. He's literally the one friend that like I'm like, hey Michael, come over. He's like, what are we doing? I'm like, just come over. And then he's like, okay. And then he's like, Michael, let's go. Get in the car. And he's like, okay.
And he took me to Phoenix one day and I was like, oh my God.
I'm like, what are you doing all day today? He's like, nothing. I'm like, cool, just come with me. And he's like, all right. So thank you, Michael. Thank you for being that
I
friend.
love that.
Have you ever seen the Town with Ben Affleck and Jeremy Renner?
I feel like I have, but I don't
rob
think so.
banks. It's like an action movie. But
Okay.
anyway, so like Ben Affleck comes at one point. He comes to Jeremy Renner. He's like, I need you to come with me. I need you to get in the van. You need to come with me. People are gonna be hurt, and you can never talk. We can never talk about it, and you can never ask me about it again. And then his friend looks at him, Jeremy
it.
Renner, and then he's like, "Whose car are we taking?" That's it.
I love
and like
it.
I'm like, you're that friend. You're like, hey, I just need your help. Come with me. You're like, all right, where are we going?
Burp, excuse me.
They all heard.
Well, not only do I resemble Jeremy Renner,
Yeah.
but you also resemble Ben Affleck.
No, you know what? You know who I really resemble?
Please.
I resemble Drake.
And I resemble DJ Snake.
DJ
I
Snake.
hate it.
Dude, we've gotten that so many times. They're like, dude, you look like Drake.
Can we show them the picture?
Yeah, the picture will be up so you can see exactly what
I
we're talking
hate the
about.
resemblance because I can't even go to the Walmart anymore.
Dude, I go to the clubs and they're like, Drake? I'm like, oh, no. Like, it's Andy.
They're like, DJ Snake, get on the booth. And I go, I don't know how to DJ, man.
That's fucking funny.
iPod connect.
You're like, yes. And you just play all DJ Snake's
yeah,
songs.
all his songs. And
That's
I little
funny.
ding, ding. All right, guys, everyone's drunk.
And then before we do the Andy Ask, the show and tell, you wanted to give a shout out.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're like,
Yeah, so a couple of shout outs to the fam, to the good friends I've made. When we were talking about me being a young father, legit shout out to the mother of my children. She is amazing. She takes care of my kids, and they are the way they are because of her, And I mean, I feel like it's the least I can do.
shout out to you. Yeah.
Shout out to them, shout out to her, shout out to my mom, my dad. I miss you wherever he's at. I don't have a dad, Andy. I'm just kidding.
I was like, I know your dad.
Yeah, I always
like, I
make that.
shook your dad's head.
I always make that joke, and people would just laugh. So.
He's just watching you like, what the fuck? He's like, he just keeps telling everybody I'm dead. That's fucking funny.
He's still at the store.
He's still at the store. He came to get the milk.
This one's 24/7, I guess.
And dude, that's cool. But shout out to all your family because I know,
Yeah.
like I said, I feel like I've been there a lot for you in your life.
Yes.
And I've seen you, and I feel like sometimes you call me, and it's pretty funny because you're like, Andy, I had a bad day today.
Yeah.
But you still sound happy. You just always, for whatever reason, you always have a smile.
And you're like, are you mad or something?
Yeah,
A little bit.
Hey, Andy, I had a bad day today. And I'm like, why do you sound so happy about it? But it's just funny. And that's just hilarious.
Just
So,
gotta be more positive, I guess.
dude, I feel like that's what I've just realized more and more growing up, that if you act negative, your day is just going to be so fucking
And
negative.
it's so much energy. Like, acting negative is so much energy.
Yes, bro. And then, like, as bad as things are, like, there's always a positive in everything, and there's always a positive in everything that's happening.
Yeah.
And the more positive you are, the faster it'll just go through.
Well, I haven't really, seen horrible things, but I've seen some bad things. But it's like, we're blessed where we're at because there's people who aren't. It's
Yeah.
unfortunate, and you're like, damn, that could have been me.
Yeah.
And the fact that it's not, it's like, wow.
Like, this is a really bad thing that I do, but I just feel like it's for me, and don't do this. But I feel like I watch a lot of sad movies.
Hallmark Christmas movie.
No. Like sad movies, like oh, something bad happened in this movie, blah blah. Because I'm like, see, it could be bad. It could get
Yes,
worse.
it could
and
get
it just makes me happy about my life. Because I'm like, oh yeah,
You're like,
it's not that bad.
Thank God it's just a movie.
So I watch sad movies to make my life feel better.
Like, damn, I could have really been on the Titanic. I'm so sorry.
That could have been me sliding off the boat. Hey, I hate the cold.
I could have been Jack. And she let me go.
She let me go. Damn.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, I know there's other couple of movies that we can talk about, but
Shout out Leo DiCaprio.
shout out to you, Leo. I know you're watching this.
And
Dude, he still owes me money. Anyways.
I hate it.
All right. So, like always, there's always this segment, my favorite segment of the show, where it's just an Andy ass fucking show and tell. Where I asked the guest. This is the second guest that didn't bring something, but it's okay. It's just episode 3.
He literally just told me right now, come over. And I said, why? He's like, just come over. And I'm doing a podcast.
That's very true. I should have given you a bigger heads up, but
Yeah.
thank you for doing this, like I said. But I always ask them to bring, so for future guests, I always ask them to bring something that's meaningful or has a good story or something that they just really want to talk about. So, Michael, what did you want to show us?
So, since he told me kind of last minute,
Yeah.
I live in the foothills and I'm not driving far because I
It's like
drive
20, 30 minutes away.
I drive a truck.
Yeah, he's made it in life. He's driving a
Gas
truck.
is expensive.
Yeah.
Shout out Chevron. Get the Chevron app.
Get the Chevron app. Yeah.
But I guess my show and tell, which is more like my tell and tell.
You're talented. Well, you can show him, right?
Sure. The
Okay.
tattoo?
Yeah. Because
Okay.
you told me, yeah. Okay, so we have another tattoo. Here we go.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't.
I'm just kidding. It's
But
my fault.
it means something.
Yeah, no. And if you can send me a picture of what you really wanted to talk about, I can put that up too.
I can do that. I'll send you a
'Cause
picture.
This goes
yeah.
into what you want to talk about.
Yeah, I
right?
can do that.
Okay, cool.
Let me show.
Oh, so now he's taking off his jacket. He's taking off his shirt, his sweater, his Selena sweater.
Selena Gomez, shout out.
Selena Gomez, shout out.
Shout out Selena Gomez. All right, can you guys see? You probably can't.
There you go. Yeah, they should be able to see that.
Okay.
You can
That's
put
it.
it towards the
That's
camera.
all you. Oh,
Look, there you go.
that's all you guys see. It's cold in here.
His hairy armpits. No, anyway, so your tattoo says Jessica.
Yeah. So when I was 16 years old, I got a tattoo. Right.
Mhm.
My mom took me. She signed for me and everything.
Really? Oh,
yeah.
shit, I didn't know that. Okay.
My first tattoo at 16 years old.
Damn.
So the story behind it is, yes, I lost my sister through cancer. So that was a horrible time I've ever experienced in my life. And I was young. I was in high school. I didn't understand what was happening because no one was telling me what was happening. I just knew something was wrong with my sister and she wasn't going to get better. But anyway, she also had this very comfortable blanket. And I love that blanket. Until this day, I have that blanket. And it's just something like, it's all like ripping. But my mom will go and sew it up for me. So shout out, Mom.
That's fucking
She would
sick.
always sew it for me. And she's like, oh, let's see how long it survives.
Yeah, I mean,
So
so how old were you when that happened?
it was 2010. So how old?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so 13 years ago.
Yeah, I remember I was a freshman because I remember my dad came. Shout out, Dad. He's real, guys.
He's not
Yeah,
dead.
He's alive. So shout out my dad. He got me. I was a freshman. He was crying, and that's when I knew something's wrong. Like my dad never shows emotion,
Really? Okay.
so I knew something was up. And yeah, so that's what happened that day. So I was a freshman, and everything just went downhill from there. Like everything did.
Was she older?
Yeah. So I think right now she'd be like 31,
Okay.
31, 32.
So was she still in high school?
No, she was in college.
Okay.
She was barely in college, and she had purchased her first car. I believe she was working as well. But yeah, everything just hit so fast, really fast, and yeah. But-
Can you say what kind of cancer? Or?
Yes, it was liver cancer. Yes, liver cancer.
Oh, wow.
Allegedly, they said that's like a rare form of cancer.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, and they said when there's no symptoms or any signs of it until it hits like stage 4, which is
Really?
already, that's it.
Damn. Okay.
Stage 4 just attacks the whole body.
So how old was she when she passed away then?
Oh my goodness, how old was she?
So
I wanna
31,
say-
so 20? 20?
Yeah, like 19. I want to say
19,
like
20?
19, 20.
Damn,
Yeah.
Okay. So she was really young.
Really, really young. Yeah. Dude, yeah. She was very artistic too. She knew how to paint and she had a lot of skills.
Really?
And she knew how to play the piano.
Really?
Yeah,
That's
and I
fucking
was
sick.
like, yeah. So
You know, and I don't know why I kept thinking you were like a lot younger. I thought you were a little kid, but now that you told me you're a freshman, I mean you're young,
Yeah.
but you were a freshman, so you knew what was like.
So it happened like in 8th grade. So like I knew about it in 8th grade because she had it a year. Like we found out like, yeah, I was in 8th grade. And then a year later, that's like when everything happened.
Damn.
So yeah, I was still, yeah, I guess I was young.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I mean freshman year. I mean, we're still fucking dumb. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, we're still dumb to this day, but now back then it was even worse.
I feel like I'm still dumb. I
Yeah.
have those days.
Dude, I feel like we've talked to Marley. I've talked to Marley about this, like how I feel like we're still kids. Like,
Oh,
yeah,
100%.
Like, me and Marley, we're married. We're fucking. We have our own house. We like have our own dogs and everything. No kids yet, but we still act like fucking kids. I still feel like
Oh.
I have to go to my mom's house back home. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I
Oh,
still
yeah.
feel like I'm a little kid, but I don't
When
know.
I'm with my kids, I act like a little kid.
Yeah, exactly.
When I'm around my friends, I act stupid.
but I feel like that's what keeps us young, you know? Especially with your kids. I know they're gonna like look back and be like, "Damn, my dad was fun as fuck."
I hope so.
Yeah, and, like, yeah. But that's cool, man. Thank you
That's
for
why
sharing that.
Yeah, that's why I still keep that kid in me. 'Cause it's
Yeah,
good.
hell yeah.
You
I
know?
feel like we all should. So everyone try to be more kid-like. Try to not to
Yeah.
be so serious all the
Don't
time.
be serious.
Just
Don't
at
stress too much.
Yeah, yeah.
Just at work.
Just at work. But thanks, man. Thanks for sharing that. I don't know. I feel like I don't think we've really talked about that. I really thought.
Honestly, nowadays I do. Like it's okay. You know, it's been a while. It's over now. I mean, like
Yeah.
I was already at that sad stage. Now it's just move on.
You know, and honestly, I thought for whatever reason your sister passed away in a car crash.
Oh no.
So I was like
Yeah.
way off.
Oh, that's horrible.
Yeah, yeah. And I, you know, my whole life, well, up to until you showed me about your tattoo, like I was like, oh, like she passed away from a car crash. But now,
Oof,
literally
that's-
right now,
Yeah, that's scary.
I just figured out that she
Yeah.
passed away of a disease or cancer. So
yeah,
that-
cancer's in the family, so I mean, I always have to make sure I'm okay too. So.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate
mean,
that. Yeah.
I mean, it just sucks, dude. I mean, life's a risk.
Carnal.
Yeah, dude. Well, thank you very much, Michael. This was a lot of fucking fun, and thank you for sharing. Thank you for talking about what you could talk about, your job,
Yeah.
being in the army, law
Yeah.
enforcement. And
Yeah.
thank you for sharing. And then if you can send me that picture, I'll put up the picture of the blanket that you
Oh,
have.
the
of your
blanket
sister.
and DJ Snake and
And
Drake.
DJ Snake. I will put those up for sure. Cause
Shout out DJ Snake and Drake. Sorry if we look like you guys, or
Yeah.
you look like us.
I wonder if they get you think they get stopped in the streets like
Andy,
Andy, Michael.
Michael.
they're like, oh no, like my
No,
bad.
no, no. Drake, DJ Snake. Wrong guys.
They're like, oh,
Sorry.
totally not looking for you. Oh,
Yeah.
that's
But
fucking funny. But
Also,
thank you very much,
yeah,
Michael.
of course.
Oh, you were gonna say something?
Yeah, I was gonna say. Also, I'm sure people noticed by now, but I have a pimple patch here. I just want to let that.
I don't think that you could see because you've
Oh.
been facing awkward. Do they work?
Yeah. Oh, they
Okay.
work, guys. Shout out patches for pimples, pimples for patches,
Pimple patches.
pappies of pimples.
So make sure you go buy your pimple patches. Thanks for sponsoring this podcast at the everything. There's just a bunch of sponsors.
They even make stars.
Oh, the stars for the patches? That's fucking sick.
It was pretty cool. I wish I knew about this earlier.
Instead of just popping them.
Yeah.
Dude, I have the biggest fucking tendency
I love
to pop 'em.
popping pimples.
I love popping
I don't
pimples.
know why.
That's my fucking TikTok. Ingrown nails and popping pimples.
Not ingrown nails.
Dude,
That's
it's so
weird.
fucking satisfying. Sorry, I know it's disgusting.
I like-
There's just like,
I like-
and then they fucking
That's
take it out,
gross.
and then like the pus comes out. It's fucking
Ugh.
disgusting.
That's
I
gross.
can't stop looking. I'm just like this. I'm just like, ugh. But then it's just fucking. What's your TikTok? What is your TikTok algorithm other than girls dancing? What is your TikTok algorithm?
We have TikToks dancing, so go check us
Oh
out.
yeah, go. I did the blinding lights.
Oh,
I
this
don't
was years ago.
Yeah,
huh?
dude, that
Is
was
there
mid fucking COVID.
Are they doing stuff now?
know. Who?
TikTok for dancing. Is that still
I
a
don't
thing?
know. They still dance.
Oh.
I'm trying to be like,
Yeah, we just the simple ones. It
yeah,
took us
dude.
forever.
Dude, I will never learn the more fucking. I don't even know the renegade. I think that one's
What?
fucking difficult.
I don't know.
Renegade.
Oh,
So
I don't know.
yeah. Anyways, thank you very much, Michael. Thank
Of
you for
course.
coming over here. Thank you for being the downest friend that I have to be like, hey, we're gonna go do this, and you're like, all right, cool. And thank you for serving this country. Thank you for protecting this country.
Yes, sir.
And yes, sir. And any last things you want to say?
I don't know.
Any last shout outs? Do you have a new movie coming out? Do you have a new song coming out?
Nope.
You're like, no.
Nope. Still busy at work.
Hey, if you come through, just don't say hi to me.
Yeah. I mean,
We won't say which port you work at, but if you see him, just tell him hi. Just tell him that you saw this podcast.
so I have this old TikTok that me and my friend made,
Uh-huh.
and he asked me the same question. He's like, "What do you want to say to the people?" My response was, "Dream big." So
There you
still, dream big.
Dream big, everybody.
It might not happen, but as long as you dream it,
Hey, as long as you have that little hope, it might happen.
yeah, just go do something. Dream big. Shit.
Dream big. All right. Well, thank you, Michael. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Make sure you go follow Michael on Instagram, and
Yeah.
he'll be on my TikToks, and you'll see him on my YouTube videos for sure.
I like to sing karaoke.
He does like to sing karaoke.
I'm not good at it, but
He's
I like
not.
to sing
He's horrible,
it. I'm
but
horrible.
He's one of the good bad ones. You know what I mean?
I'm really good and bad at it. And I also love Selena Gomez.
And he loves Selena Gomez. So
Yeah, shout out.
big shout out Selena Gomez. We can't wait to see you go on tour one day.
Oh, I hope she goes on
Yeah,
tour.
we'll
I'm
go.
meet and greeting.
Meet and greet too?
Meet and greet.
All right, meet and greet.
Meet and
Well,
greet Selena.
Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco will see you at the meet and greet.
Benny
And
Blanco.
get your son of a.
I'm not even gonna shake his hand.
Well, thank you very much, everybody, and stay tuned for Tom Cruise being next week's guest. Thank you very much,
Oh
everybody.
yeah, he's a
Bye.
good guy. Bye,
He's cool.
everybody.